in this series, Darlie Routier Fact and Fiction, Separating the Truth from Lies in the Darlie Routier Trial, written by our good friend Mary Moody some years ago. I've been through the introduction in my series, the who's who, the Routier statements, the arrest warrant, author Barb Davis, the myths, all of them, all 12 of them there, were on in her own words at this point, and we are on. The media reported the window was cut from the inside. The media reported the window was cut from the inside, but when the tests were conducted, the window had been cut from the outside. What the media reported is irrelevant. Right off the rip. Charles Lynch did testify that there's one microscopic finding that is more suggestive of it being punched out from the outside. But then the defense asked Lynch a question that backfired on them. Mosty, doesn't it seem logical to you that if you were going to cut a screen, that you would have chosen one of the sharp pointed knives? Lynch, I wouldn't cut the screen. I would just pull it off the window. James Cron concurred. Davis, could you demonstrate for the jurors what would it take to remove the screen? Cron, yes, it has little tabs at the base that free the screen from the slot of the window frame. It's easy to remove. Supporters insist that if Darlie was going to cut the screen, she would have chosen the knife with the pointed blade. But that's a weak argument. As can be seen in the above photo, the bread knife did have a point. And being on the end of a butcher block, it was simple and quick to remove. For all we know, Darlie may have thought the serrated knife would cut more easily through the screen. Or perhaps she didn't think at all. Perhaps she just grabbed the first knife that her hand rested on. I can tell you that a serrated knife will cut the screen just as easily as a chef's knife. We've done it. As a matter of fact, that Charles Lynch concurred that the cut was jagged. He felt like it was consistent with coming from a serrated knife. Conclusion. The cut screen was part of Darlie's staging to point the finger at an intruder. With no experience or frame of reference, she attempted to make it look the way she thought it should if someone had broken in. Whether the screen was cut from the inside or the outside, however, is of no consequence in the big picture, because the entire scenario defies logic. An intruder would have to somehow get in the house. There was no forced entry. Grab the bread knife from the kitchen, go outside, cut the screen, and replace the knife in the butcher block. He would then have to grab another knife, the butcher knife, to stab the victim. It made no sense. The prosecution had the burden of proving Darlie's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. It did not have the burden of proving how she committed the crime beyond a reasonable doubt. Mary concurs that Darlie had to make it look like someone came in and out of the house, so a cut screen in the garage would be a great way. Had she not cut this, let's take the whole screen thing out. Take the cut screen out. You get the same story from Darlie, but there's no cut screen. You'd be like, well, she's fucking lying. You have to have a point of entry and a point of exit, and she created that. Yeah, the inside or the outside, it doesn't matter where it was cut from. Not at all. Because in my opinion, she could slip right out that sliding glass door, which is only a few feet away from where the screen it was. What say you? Please like the video. If you like the video, it tells the algorithm to spread the truth around about Darlie Routier. If you'd like to subscribe, please subscribe. My only intention here is to spread the word. I make no money off of this. None. So hit the like. That's what I want. The like. I want to spread the word.